Hi, Leanne. Hi, Martha. Hi, my loves. How are you guys doing? It's the first Sunday of the year, and we have officially made it to January 5th. Are you guys ready to get into our reading? Hi, Myron, is that how you say it? Hi, Myron. Myron, how are you? How are you? Hi, Ernest and Lanice. I'm Kenya, or Coach Kenya, whichever you prefer. And we are about to do our daily reading. And what I do every day is I come live on Saturdays and Sundays. We do it in the afternoon/evening. But on Monday through Friday, we do it in the morning. And so today, what we are about to do is do our daily reading of 365 Days of Fear Not. Yes, the photo behind me is me, which is hello, Miss Carolina, which is why I'm here. I'm here because after 10 years of maintaining over 400 pounds weight loss naturally, I show other women how to do the same thing. And I like to share some absolutely cost-free, free of cost, things that you can do to help release the weight and keep it off. So go ahead and tap the like button if you're new here. If you just got in the building and you're wondering who I am, please feel free to hit that follow button. I would love to have you in my space. Good evening, Kiki and Scarlett and Victoria. My name is Coach King Alicia Elliott. I lost over 479 pounds. Mona, welcome to our mods in the building. Happy IRISE Sunday. It's the first Sunday of the year. And what does IRISE mean? IRISE mean, as you can see, it's IRISE is back there. It's on the merchandise behind me. It means I realize I am strong enough. I realize I'm strong enough. That is what that word means. I realize I'm strong enough. So each of you today, I'd like to welcome you to what we call in my tribe, IRISE Sunday. So welcome to IRISE Sunday. And what we'll be doing today, guys, is doing a little reading from 2 books, and then we'll be just talking. So if you have questions about, oh my gosh, how did you lose that weight and how can I get what you did, don't worry. I'll talk to you a little bit about my program throughout as I'm doing the readings. Basically, I lost 479 pounds naturally, dealing with my mindset through behavior modification and meditation, dealing with my nutrition by fueling my body instead of starving my body, and moving my body by building my foundation, a foundational fitness foundation, which means I figured out what my body required to lose weight instead of just running out and doing something to move my body. And so by doing those things, I was able to heal and rebuild my metabolic muscle, meaning my metabolism. I was able to heal it and rebuild it, coming from 592 pounds in hospice on my unalive bed with 30 days to live. I come to you 479 pounds lighter. I sit solid about 160, which is what I like, but I have been down to 122, which is very unhealthy for me. It hurts and I'm very uncomfortable. I'm very comfortable at the weight that I am currently. I'm around 155 and I'm appreciative of it. Thank you so much, Sweet Peach. And so I didn't do anything complicated. However, when you first start out, because it's not dieting, it's a lifestyle. It is hard to do in the beginning. I won't lie. My program is hard in the beginning. It's an intensive outpatient therapeutic weight loss program. It is not a meal plan all by itself. Yeah, I do your meal plans. Yeah, I give you workouts. Yeah, I do all that. But baby, you got to meditate, do some work, and heal that body, baby. It's the real deal, Holyfield. Good evening. And so what I like to do is try to show you how to do it. I'm patient with you. I'm not going to rush you. I'm going to let you take all the time you need. And if you ever run into any of my girls on TikTok, they will tell you. They met me on TikTok. They work with me in real life, and their lives have been changed from work with me. Thank you so much, Sweet Peach. Sweet Peach King. Oh, I like your username. Hi, Queen K. Hi, Justin. And so if you're on my TikTok shop, I have a backup page. Did you have a no, I did not have to have any blubber removal, whichever. I think that you probably mean, did I have any fat removal? No, I did not, because I didn't have any form of weight loss surgery or use any medications. I don't have a lot of excess skin. I lost weight naturally by fueling my body, and I have a rare condition. So even the skin that I have left, I can't have it removed, which it doesn't bother me much. Thank you for asking, though. Appreciate you. Have you had any fat removed off of your body, dear? I know a lot of people do get it removed at the end. I totally get it. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Mary. Hi, Jen. Hi, Christy. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay, so if you just came in, hi, Kimberly. Thank you, Mona, for the likes. Thank you guys for the likes. I see the likes climbing up there and I'm appreciative of it. No, okay, totally get it. No worries here. I was just asking because you asked me. Hi, Ebony. Sweet Peaches, thank you so much for the likes, Candy. I appreciate you. Grandmother. Okay, are you guys ready? Grandmother, you got your book? You got your book out? You guys got your book out? I was giving you a chance to get your book out. Hi, Liz, got first. How are you? Hi, Sharon. You guys, let me know where you're tapping in from and if you're new. You sent me a follow, girl, not even a problem. I'm only like chicken wing on the string. Hold on. Girl, that's easy for me. I'm not that one. I don't even mind, Sweet Peach. That's how I am. I don't mind. Hi, TT. How are you? Hi, TT. How are you? I totally could already have thousands of followers over here, but it's not about that for me. I believe that the people that follow me want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So I follow back because I believe when people hit the follow button, they want to be in your space. Let's go, New York, Cheryl. Good to see you, beautiful. So that's why I follow back. That's what it's about for me. Yes, that's me, Ebony. I used to weigh almost 600 pounds. So that's why I do it back, guys. So this is a different space. You people aren't used to this type of space where you can sit here. I don't care if you hit the like button or not. You can and you cannot. But what you can do for me is if you grab a sheet of paper and something touches your heart, I prefer that you write that down over hitting the like button. So because what that do, that's going to help me know that you got what you need from me. And then my job is done and your job is done. Your job is to come on my FYP and find something that can help you expand, grow, or change your life. And my job is to deliver it outside of myself, not within my ego, but in what the word of God would do, not what I would do. I know a lot of times when you've lost a lot of weight like this, you can become very egotistical, very snapbacky, very all of that. I don't have time for that. That's hi TT, hey baby. That's not how I roll. Whatever you feel like you need to say, baby, say it, get it off your chest. But don't worry about me. I'm probably not gonna get much of a sweat up out of me because I done almost died, baby. So see, when you come from where I come from, it's very little things that move you in a unique and different way. Welcome into my mods TR. Hello, baby. Hey, Peyton. How are you? Hey, ALC. How are you? And so my primary goal is just to give you some of this good energy that I work diligently on a daily basis to make sure it's tapped from a real resource and I'm authentic. So if that's what type of space you like, welcome in. My name is Coach Kenya, and I'm so glad to have you here. It's Sunday afternoon for me, but Sunday evening for many of you. So the way that I communicate with you, this is how I know you in the building with me. Hello, Tall Goddess and Lotta Kiera and LaShawn. The way I know you're in the building is that if you hit the like button, I can see that you're here and I'll keep doing what I do. Okay. But the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to begin by reading what you're seeing. Yes, those are all photos of me. I'm a weight loss and wellness guru. It doesn't matter how you started. I don't care if you've had 17 weight loss surgeries and you've been on 12 injections. I can help you get where you need to be long-term because that's what I do. I am a long-term I help you sustain weight loss. And what that means is we're going to deal with what's between your ears while you're dealing with what's going on with your waistline. We're going to work on what's going on between your ears while you deal with what's going on in your weight line. So say, for example, if you're in the process of being post-surgical, we're going to deal with what happens to your brain post-surgical. We're not going to let you walk around in the delusions that this one surgery is going to cure everything going on in your life. We're going to get you to some realistic ideals about what this procedure would be like so that you can do it healthy and that it lasts, and so that in 20 years, you're not on a setback. So what we look at is sustainability. See, I've been there, I've done that. I've been fat twice. That's what I call it, because I did try the same things that many of you tried, and I just sucked at it. I failed. I almost died from it. I'm just not good at it. So what I learned is I'm not good at utilizing outside services to help me lose weight because I have a food addiction. So I have to deal with what's going on between my two ears before I can do anything in life. And I need you to understand, I mean anything. Food is not my only problem. How I think about and process information is my real problem. How I take the pain and the hurts of my past and I allow them to predict my future based on how I respond to the activities and actions occurring in my life today. See, food is not my only problem. The minute I lose sight of what my problem really is, I will become diluted in quick fixes, yo-yo dieting, counting calories, and running to the gym. But when I become realistic that I may be the issue keeping me from my ideal health and wellness, then I've made progress. That's what we're doing here. So if that sounds like something you might need, You know, I work with women who take the injection. I do all of the above because what we must understand is no matter the what, our mind is involved. We may try to exclude it, but you'll only find yourself on the same block of food noise, food obsessions, and cravings quicker than quick and slicker than slick. So, what I want to help you do today is I want to help you begin to walk away from that yo yo, that kind of hamster wheel that happens in your head that you can't really find anybody in your life that can relate to you. I mean, people can relate, but they can't really relate. So, what I want you to understand today is that today I want to give you a space where you can kind of really relate. I know women that can talk to you about the things that you've been afraid to talk about. Hundreds of them, actually. They look like you, they live like you, they even sound like you. Okay? I know women that can relate to your struggles more than you probably even know, but because we've been so closed off and had to hide the things that have hurt us in this weight loss journey thing, we don't got nobody to talk to, so we feel trapped. We feel surrounded, but we've made it to day 31. So the first thing I want to show you is that consistency and doing small things that grow your thinking patterns and the way you process information is priority when you are dealing with wellness. Why? Because wellness is not a get there. Wellness not a I'm on my way. Wellness is not when I arrive. If you are seeking true health, there is no end point. You're not going to wait till you lose 100 pounds and then suddenly stop being healthy. No, what you want to do is seek health, and as a result, you'll lose over 100 pounds. Think about the way we're talking now. We're no longer talking in this form of desperation. As soon as I get to New York, I'm going to see the Eiffel Tower. That's not what we're doing. That's a different thing. You see that Eiffel Tower is a location. We're going to go there and have an experience. What we're talking about is our wellness. We want a continuation of amazing experiences to occur. In order for that to happen, we have to work with our mind, because no matter what our body looks like, our mind has to show up. Now, unless you know a way to get rid of your incomplete brain, cut your neck off, I don't know. Unless you know a way to do that, I think we're going to have to show up consistently mentally. So because of that, we make a choice and we show up in ways that help grow us, that are completely, they're kind of like small. They're like small. 5 minutes of the day, you're going to read. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you for the likes. Okay, are we ready? Let's get today's reading. We're on day 31. So if you just hopped in, the first book that we read from Dark Chocolate and Veronica and Robin and T and Ice and Jen, we read the first book we read from is going to be 365 Days of Fear Not. Amazon. I don't get from it anything from it. I'm just showing you things that has helped me maintain these results. You see this woman behind me? That is me. I'm showing you one of the things I've done over the years consistently. Look at this book. I beat her down. I rolled in her. I tagged her up. I want to show you some of the things I do that totally can be a game changer for you if you can be obedient and have the willingness to follow through. Okay, I'm trying to walk you through something. 479 pounds naturally. Even right now, at this very moment, you can get my 5-month program for $25.20 as a New Year's gift to you. Why would I do that? Because I want you to have access to everything we're doing. This is just one portion of it. We eat better, we live better, and we feel better in our community. We eat better, which means we look at how we can add the right nutrition to cut our metabolism on and make sure we're sleeping at night. Then we live better. We look at the way we think and process information in case that's causing us to lead to food and emotional eating. In case we have habits that is making us eat late at night and then go to sleep, all those things need to be addressed. And then we feel better. I teach you how to move your body in exactly where you are. I don't need you to create a new system. I just need you to incorporate this system. Meaning if you work from home, I show you how to make sure you work out, eat right, and move your body all while still at your job and doing your job even better, increasing your energy and sleeping better. It's a whole system. So when you're looking at your health and wellness journey, I want you to stop thinking I need to lose weight, and I want you to adopt this mentality. I want to change my lifestyle. I want you to stop saying I need to lose weight, and I want you to use these wordings so your brain will begin to respond differently to the behaviors you're trying to incorporate. I'm going to change my lifestyle. lifestyle, which means I'm going to move into a more healthy mindset of living, meaning I'm going to make conscious choices that are more healthy overall. It doesn't mean I'm just going to watch how I eat. It means I'm going to be conscious about the things I listen to, the things I watch on TV, the people I'm around, the places I go. It means I'm willing to look at a different lifestyle. Remember, if you're like me, I'm a food addict. I have a food disorder. Therefore, the places I used to go and the things I used to do, I can't do no more because I'll go back there and I'll get high again. I'll eat again. I'll overeat again. I'll become sad enough and depressed enough to eat it away. So I live in a different lifestyle. I talk about my triggers. I address my emotions with my family and friends up front. I don't allow myself to live on the foolishness of my thoughts. I don't allow myself to conjure up ideas that are not real because of how I feel. I know that because I've been through some things. I know that because I've been raped, I've been molested, I've been traumatized. Because of those things, I can make up stories with my emotions today that may not be real because of how a person makes me feel. They don't know that that's what's happening. They don't know that I stopped trusting them because they made the red flag from 1995 cut on. They don't know that. I know that. They don't know that. And I only know that because I did some work, a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and a little bit of everywhere. I dipped back, I looked around, and I dug through some things, and I learned that I have this thing that I do, and if I don't stop it in its tracks, it builds a whole life to it. Because remember, now I've decided I'm changing my lifestyle. I'm looking at every component of me that could be disconnected or connected incorrectly. I'm no longer seeking a microwave effective change. I need not just my body to look good, but I need me inside of this body to feel amazing. I need inside of me in this body to feel phenomenal. I need to feel like I've come from somewhere. It's one thing if I look like I've come from somewhere, but I need to feel like I've come just from somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the fear and how it's showing up in my life. I'm going to look at the fear and if it's keeping me from following through and from having some consistencies. Okay. So I want you to understand that I'm focused on a process. So the product connected below is the process. So first, we're reading from this book here. Ready? All right. Day 31. Day 31. All right, here it goes. It says, it is written, and Elijah said unto her, fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me. And after make for thee and for thy son. 1 Kings 17:13. The first principle says, fear is exhausting, but faith in God makes you your very last bit of strength enough for the future. Principle, repeat it. Fear is exhausting, but faith in God makes your very last bit of strength enough for the future. Prayer number 1. I yield my all to God Almighty to multiply his greatness in my life in Jesus' name. Number 2. Oh Lord God, pour out your rain of blessing upon me in Jesus' name. And I 100 think today's principle is fitting because fear is exhausting. And if you've ever been in any situation where you were afraid of like somebody you love too, like can anybody relate to that? Okay, so if you've ever been in, you know what situation I'm talking about, where you were afraid of someone that you loved, it's exhausting. It is absolutely exhausting to be afraid. It can even be your kids. Sometimes our kids can get angry and make us fearful. To love someone and to have fear in that same space is absolutely exhausting. And it makes it difficult for you to show up safely in your everyday life and to even function. You find yourself not wanting to do certain things or go certain places for fear of this interaction with this person, place, or thing. It literally can suck the life out of you. It can make you become a hermit and not want to explore outside of your home. fear can grow legs. It can become a whole live person blocking you from getting past whatever your barriers are. For me, it did. That's how I believe fear was a big contribution to how I ended up where I was and why I'm so strongly, and I desperately promote my weight loss products, not because they're hard to do, but because it's actually therapy. A lot of us actually need therapy. We don't need no more meal plans. Half of us can be licensed nutritionists. We done been on so many weight loss programs. We actually need to lose weight through a therapeutic process, meaning we actually need to look at the food and look at the way we think. But because that does require that people have education, degrees, and experience, it's not just floating around like regular therapy is. So a lot of times we'll need to go talk to someone to disconnect the feeling from the food. I know food actually should not make us so excited to the point where we would seek it out to be happy when we're sad. That's how we know that food has begin to heighten the brain, the center of the brain. That drugs is the same area of your brain. So if you eat something that gets you so excited to where like you won the lottery, that's your brain is now addicted to that emotion, that taste, that crunch, that chew, that whole system. And some of us have lost weight, but we still have that obsession. You have to deal with that because it just lurks. And every time you're overly happy or overly sad, no matter what process you lose to get the weight off, you'll go back to that habit because it's in your brain, not your body. So you have to learn somatic symptoms and somatic triggers. And that comes from working in a space where it's understood and you're knowledgeable. The person's knowledgeable. Okay, so these things are relevant to sustainable. That's why it's called sustainable weight loss. That's the difference, is that it's not about the method that you lose the weight. It's about the systems that you put in place to sustain it. I hope that's making sense to you guys. Okay, fear's exhausting. Let's get into Melody Beattie. The second book that we read is actually Melody Beattie. Okay. And Melanie Beattie is actually an expert in codependency. Hi, Mary Ellen, welcome in. And she's an expert in codependency. And if you've ever followed her, you have any of her books, you know this woman is deep to the core, and she will help you heal from some stuff without you having to do a thing but read a passage and do some writing. So I want to encourage you guys today, for the first Sunday of the year, to be sure you grab that journal I told you about, because I wanted you guys to start journaling. Please make sure you grab that journal. Maybe you can grab your journal and bring it with you to the reading every day. And when you go back to watch the replay or watch the actual live, you can pull out that journal and you can write in that journal at least 2 things you're grateful for. And if you're not a person to pray and believe in all the God stuff, you know what? No judgment here. All I'm asking you to do is to write 3 things that you know every day you're grateful to have in your life. You don't got to be grateful to anything right now. Just be grateful. Oh, I'm grateful I can breathe. I'm grateful I have a house. Okay, I don't want you to feel like, I need to believe in the same thing to have the same blessing. That's not true. You do you and let everybody else do them. You take what you like here and you leave the rest. If it don't apply to you, don't worry about it. That's what I teach all of my clients. If it don't apply to you, don't worry about it. Take what you like and leave the rest. That's what they teach us in Alcohol Anonymous. Everything that you become a part of ain't going to be for you. Some of it will, some of it won't. Take what you like and leave the rest. Melody Beattie, let's get to it. January 5th, y'all, we made it. Let life reveal itself to you. Now, y'all know Coach needs glasses, so thank you, TR. So I'm going to go ahead and put them things on. Okay. All right, good. Hey, grandmother. All right, y'all. It looks like both for TikTok Shop and the Coach's backup, Coach's regular page are tied in likes. You guys have the same amount of likes exactly. That's so cool. Okay, here we go. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the gifts. And thank you for the love, you guys. I appreciate you. Let life reveal itself to you. You don't have to strain. So trying to get your revelations, the guidance, the inspiration, the awareness you need will come to you. The way we're living now from the heart is much easier than the way we lived before. Sometimes it is so natural we might not understand what's happening. We may even be uncomfortable at first how easy it is. We find ourselves straining to lift a heavy bowling ball when what we have to pick up is only a ping pong ball. Then we wonder why it feels so light. We may question whether there's something wrong because it feels so different. Just because your life feels lighter doesn't mean you're doing something wrong, which means, hey there, reading circle. You're welcome, Mary. Welcome back. Welcome back, Mary Ellen. Hey, you guys, have you ever, like, nothing was wrong, but you felt like something should be wrong? Have you ever got that feeling before? I used to get it all the time when I was real anxious, when I was real, like, I had what they call an anxious stomach. When I had that, I always was like waiting for the next weird thing to happen. And I want to tell you, if you feel like you're holding your breath, it is definitely something that you can balance and control. And I just encourage you right now to take a deep breath in and blow it all the way out until you can't blow anymore. And go ahead and seek that freedom that you seek. I know that you can get it. I was able to find it. You can too. Just because your life feels lighter doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. Your next step, the answer to the question you've been mulling about, the direction for the next stage of your growth, where you will live next, what you need to do next about your work, money, or that problem you've been struggling with, will come. If you're fussing and straining, you may not hear it. Don't worry about getting all your answers or your agenda for the years ahead. This is not how this process works. In order to participate in this more magical way of life, trust that trust that all you need to know will be revealed to you when it is time. Relax. You're on a journey of discovery. Let life reveal itself to you. Hey, unapologetically, and thank you so much for the follow, Charles. I appreciate you. So that was our reading for today. Was relax. You're on a journey of discovery. Let life reveal itself to you. And I would encourage you, first Sunday of the year, don't wait another day to do whatever it is that you want to do. Hey, Mocha, don't wait another day. Whatever it is you said you were going to do for 2025, I think you should start right now. It's the latest it is in any state right now is 5:30. The latest it is in any state right now is 5:30. If you've been waiting to work with me, go ahead and do it. If you've been waiting to book that vacation and you have the means, go ahead and do it. If you've been waiting to call that girlfriend and you said you'll do it tomorrow because it's too late where she lives at, go ahead and call. If you've been waiting to post that post because you know it'll bless yourself and another person, post the post. If you've been waiting to sign up for that program and you know that program will be life-changing, but you just don't know if it's time yet, go ahead and do it. Because the only thing you can lose at this point in the journey is time. The only thing that you can lose at this point in the journey is time. But if you take advantage of the time, thank you so much, unapologetically. If you take advantage of the time, then the sky is beyond your limit. You can go beyond the sky. I don't know what's past the sky, but I think there's something past it. I believe that at least. Tata, I believe that if you put forth the ability in time, then something different will happen in 2025. You don't have to wait till next month, next week, next year. You don't have to wait one more year to put energy into it. You can do it now. You don't have to wait till the kids graduate. You can actually start now. You don't have to wait till they get in high school, what if there was a way to make it happen right now? Would you be willing to do it? Thank you so much for the roses, beautiful. Would you be willing to do it? Would you be willing to do it? Would you be willing, if everything was done for you, if it was all laid out for you in front of you and all you had to do was give the time, are you willing to do it? Because that's how we set it up over here. We do all the work for you. We provide all the work for you, and your job is to be willing to do the rest. If I provide you the space, you just show up in the space. If I create the plan, you just follow the plan. You don't have to think beyond that part that makes you become anxious. You can relax in that area and you can apply the pressure to your effort versus the discovering of how to do it. You can apply the pressure to what you already know to be true, know to be studied, know to be proven, know to be signed back, know to be factual. You apply the pressure. And then you allow life to reveal itself. Many things that you say, oh, I'll never do that. You may begin to have the desire to want to try them. But you won't know if you never put forth any effort towards something different than what you've been doing to get different results. Many of us are doing the same thing we were doing in 25 and 24, and we wonder why things don't feel any different. You ain't done nothing different. You can't decide that you want to change and then only change your socks but keep wearing the same bra and panties. If you get it, you get it. You understand what I'm saying? You got to change the whole outfit. You can't say you want a healthy living environment but continue to be the one bringing the toxic thoughts and the toxic behaviors to the environment that you claim is toxic. Pick a side. If you're still thinking like you was thinking in 24, then you ain't did much work on your mind in 5 days in 25 because you still thinking like you in 24, and 24 is over. There's nothing you're going to think enough to bring it back. And if you do, I need to talk to you. I need some help bringing some things back. But since I know we're not going to be rethinking some things up enough to bring it from 24 to 25, I'm going to let it rest. And I'm going to let it lie in the bed in which it needs to be. And that's the bed of the past. But what I do want you to do, and what I want to encourage myself to do, and what I hope these daily readings will do for you, is to encourage you to seek something bigger than what you have right now. And if wellness is your struggle and you're looking for a space in a community to seek that, I got your back. You click the link in the bio. You click the link in the orange card. And you get started. You get $3,500 of what you need to succeed for $25.20. We provide you with an actual member portal, digital access programs. You get your workout bands. You get what you need to succeed to actually achieve sustainable wellness. Because we know people can lose weight. Everybody can lose weight. But we want you to sustain it. So we want you to attend your group therapy sessions, attend your monthly one-on-one sessions. We want you to actually put in the mental and emotional work. We want you to do the dream and the divorce journal and the mirror work and the tapping and the EFT. We want you to actually work through some processes. It's some real things that some of us need in order to kind of break that structure that's holding us bondage when it comes to food. Many of us suffer from more than just emotional eating, which is why we need some type of therapeutic-based support. Okay? It's nothing wrong with that if that's your struggle. Shoot, it's mine. It's been mine. Thank you so much, Unapologetically. It's been my struggle. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's been my struggle. I've been struggling. But I'm grateful to tell you that I've been sober from overeating and a full-fledged food addiction for about 8 years. We'll be coming up on year number 9 this year. I've been sober from all alcoholic substances for 4 years. Yeah, 4 years I did it. Can't believe it. I thought I would always need a drink. But what I learned was that liquor turns into sugar, and what I was doing was getting high on the sugar that comes after the liquor. So I was still looking for that sugar drive, that sugar rush, that sugar sensation. It still was my pursuit. So even though I wasn't eating the same, I was beginning to drink heavily to get that same high feeling in my brain. And this is where I knew then at that moment that there was some form of a disconnect related to how I ate. So when I recognized that the food issue was lower, but now I was drinking more, I was like, wait a minute. I was still pursuing the same pathway. So that's when I became even more focused in on trying to make sure that anytime I ate something, it was for the purposes of fueling my body instead of just filling my body, making it feel full. So I started trying to do like more protein-based things that wasn't about all the flour, sugar, butter, milk, egg kind of thing, where I was getting high off that kind of carbohydrate, get full, get sleepy kind of thing. I had to switch that out and kind of rebuild my metabolism to help it function because I was active. So I was able to rebuild the metabolic muscle, retrain it per se. When I say rebuild, I mean retrain, which means retrain my metabolism when it cuts on to make sure that I'm eating those heavier based foods at the most active time for my personal metabolism to make sure I'm in consistent fat burning, ketosis. The natural things our body do. We want to retrain the body by fueling it more to do the natural things it's supposed to do. We don't just want to use a tool to lose the weight. We actually want to put in the work to, while losing the weight, to rebuild and retrain the body so that once we no longer have that tool, we can still successfully pursue this goal of health and wellness. Are you following me? Tap the like button if you're following me. Are you following me? Thank you guys for the likes. Are you following me? Y'all with me? We on the same thing. Look it up if you don't believe me. Yeah, we on the same. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we good. Okay, we got all five. I see all the hearts. Okay. By allowing the body to get the metabolism to naturally do its job, now this is when breakfast becomes effective. When you wake up in the morning and you break the fast. I use intermittent fasting, you guys, and nutritional cleansing. That's how I've lost all this weight. If you wonder if you fasting and you ain't dropping weight, listen, come on over here. Let me get you together. Because what it is you're getting more carb and protein in, and then you're going too long without eating and making sure the fat burning when you cut the metabolism on and get into ketosis, making sure what the body is breaking down is absorbing in the protein within the first 10 minutes when you break that fast. You're missing your window of the highest active metabolic rate. You're missing it. When you miss that, now all you're doing is feel the body. You can't miss when that body is most active because what you're trying to do is retrain it. If you eat while training it, it gets used to knowing that, okay, during the day, she's active. I need to be working. She's trained me to do that. Your body's a muscle. Okay. Along with that, you'll stop forgetting to feed yourself because you know what'll start happening. You'll remember that I need to eat before noon. I need to eat before 3. I need to eat before 7. I need to eat my last snack at 9. It needs to be protein based. It cannot have any carbs. I want some water. You see, as we begin to do these little things, what happens is you begin to actually lose weight even while you sleep. That's a whole nother trick I got. Okay, so some of these things have nothing to do with how much you need to do in the gym and have more to do with how are you eating, when are you eating. Okay, baby, I got you, sis. How are you eating, when are you eating, and what are you eating? Some of us are eating it at the wrong times. If you know that your metabolism is slower in the morning, then you want to eat lighter things. And then if you know you're more active in the evening, and you learn that because if you're someone who always finds yourself hungry at night, guess what? That means you trained your body's metabolism to work in the evening. So what do you need to do? You got to start with some form of protein pacing to switch it up, to teach the body that I need you to burn all day because you're more active in the daytime. Action and metabolic rate go together. They cousins, they sisters, they brothers. I don't know, call it what you wanted, but they like each other. So if I give myself the right thing, enough hours ahead of me going to move my body, did you know I'm going to burn visceral fat instead of subcutaneous fat? And instead of me getting on the scale, gaining a few pounds of water from the gym, I'm going to be able to measure around my waist and notice that I lost inches. When you are larger, loss of inches is sufficient more than pounds until you break what we call a water weight threshold. What that means is many of us have a lot of fluid on our limbs, and until you break the fluidity that is packed on the portions of your body by doing the proper detoxing and nutritional intermittent fasting, you really don't know how much fluid you pack. So anywhere from your first 20 to 50 pounds could literally be fluid. So this is why in my program, we do not do a lot of weighing and comparing of pounds, because it's unfair of the woman who's really struggling with lymphedema or things of that nature, who is maybe losing inches but may not be losing pounds right away. Summer, tell me what you need me to repeat, baby. Okay, so when we have that excess fluid, we want to do things that are attacking the visceral fat, so we're actually losing visceral weight, like the fat around your organs. When our organs function better, it helps with long-term weight loss. You know, when your pancreas isn't swallowed up by a bunch of fat, when your liver and kidneys actually can get the proper blood flow in your stomach. When we have a lot of excess fat in our bodies, our organs actually aren't working right. Okay. Oh, she's shocked by what I said. Oh, I've been doing this for 10 years. I've just about seen every case there is in weight loss cases. Okay, Summer. Okay, Summer. I was like, oh, just repeat it to me. Yeah, I've been doing it a long time. I actually love what I do, guys. You're more than welcome to join me. I have a space for 200 women to join us. Actually, I don't have 200 spots no more. We only have more like 180. But we do have those spots. They'll be open till the end of this week, allowing people summer. I'm gonna give you the deal of your lifetime. My $3,500 intensive outpatient program right now, which is all virtual. I just need your commitment. Is only $25.20. If you click the link in my bio, it'll take you right to my to where you can, or you click the orange card. So you can click the orange card on a TikTok shop, or you can click the link in the bio, guys. It's gonna take you right to my 5-week transformation program. When you sign up for that program today, only today, this part of the deal ends. You actually will also get those fitness bands. If you follow me, you see me walk around with that band on my legs. You're going to be getting that as a free gift for joining us during our New Year's enrollment special. So as part of our New Year's enrollment special, not only are you getting $3,475 off of your purchase, you're going to also receive your free 3-piece band, and that offer does end tonight. The 2520 goes until the Wednesday when our classes start back. But the bands that will be gifting free, let me try to tell you. This deal ends this evening. It was only till Sunday. You're going to get your small, medium, and large bands. You're also going to have access to the workouts that go with these bands. This is what I've been using for over 8 years with the vibration plate to lose my weight. And just in case you need proof, this is what I actually look like. I don't have on any form of shapewear or anything. This is what my actual body looks like. I don't have a lot of the excess skin or anything. I even got a 29 pack, as you can see my little is coming in. So, and that's literally, I've been working a program that I just recently renewed called the Vibro Boost program. It's where you use the fitness bands on a vibration plate and you drink my detox tea 1 time a day. I tested it out over the last 2 weeks, and what you see in front of you with my abs and my abdominal area is a result of me following the Vibro Boost program that is also available when you click the link in my bio. I like to make sure that programs work before I promote them. I want them to be effective, and I want you to get the results right away. So that is also available. The bands are free when you sign up for the 5-week transformation program. And then if you haven't got the vibration plate on TikTok, you better. But if you need one that goes past the 400, you just let me know. We do have one that we use, but the one on TikTok is fine. You want to get that. You want to get the bands. And then you're going to, I'm going to give you the actual, does the detox, no, it does not make you poop. Our detox tea is based in what they call excreted breaking down, puts your body into apogee, which then excretes all the toxins through urine. So you will have to pee, but it doesn't give you the other effect. I think you're asking about the the one where you can't go out the house for 27 days and 20 nights because you don't usually do this in public. Yeah, no. Now, no, I can honestly say no, because it actually says on the bottle of the Cleanse for Life that it's for urinary excretion. However, I do know women that I work with that do say that at the end of the day they can't poop with their. This is so crazy to talk about public, but so what? But it won't be runny; it will be solid. Because it's not about cleansing your bowels. My detox tea focuses on the excretion of urine by skipping around your biliary tract system. So instead of it cutting on your digestive tract and trying to clean it, it's gonna try to focus on pulling it through your urine. But some people do say they have that bowel movements. Okay. Does that make sense? But are you going to pee a lot? Yep. Are you going to be upset with me from how much you're going to pee? Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie. I am not going to lie. You ain't going to poop, but baby, you going to pee. Yeah. It's not like the other detoxes. Everybody in the live, if you ask questions, some of my ladies I heard, they'll tell you it's not like other detoxes because we're not using any apple cider vinegar. We're not using anything harsh. We're literally using herbs. We literally use herbs. One of my detox teas comes out of the freaking grocery store. Total altogether, it costs, I think, what is it like for like $2, $3.80? Because you need 1 lemon. Well, honey's expensive now. So if you don't have no honey, the honey is going to be your most expensive item. You're buying mint, ginger, lemon, honey. Okay. the reason why I wanted to make sure that you could get the items that we use and I test them long term from the grocery store, because where a lot of people live, they can't, first, you can't get access to everything, because I do coach all over the country and I need to make it where it was something that people can get no matter where they lived. The second thing is, sometimes when you run out of the products that we do use on my team, I like you to be able to still keep getting the results. So you need to not just know how to use supplements, you also need to know how to cook and prepare and do things for yourself. You can't just rely on everything outside of you. Some things you do have to put in the energy and work to do. Okay. What? How? Okay, so I'm literally talking about the detox tea in my program, you guys, and it just told me that I'm not talking about the product in my program. I'm literally talking about the detox tea, which is in, okay, anyway. So the recipe is connected in the program. So when you're using it, the goal is that your body has more energy, you sleep better, but the primary goal is actually that the body is in apogee, in like a form of ketosis. So it's like in a more of a state of burning the fat and pulling out the toxins on a consistent level. Instead of forcing your body into like a detox mode, you're addressing the toxins more on a daily basis. So that's how the meal plans are set up. It's set up for you to be able to address your toxins daily, so that you're not so it's not necessarily about dieting and just drinking the tea. It's actually about using the tea as kind of, let's say, like an energy boost in the morning. So you drink it in the morning and then you eat regular during the day. You just follow your regular meal plan. It's no dieting. There's no like, it contains all your normal items in the meal plan in your meals. And then if you are someone who's really wanting to cut back on the weight, then you're drinking a shot of detox tea before bed, so that the detox tea can work while you're sleeping in REM sleep, right? So you're starting in the morning with your meal plan. You're doing the detox tea. You're following the 3-2-1, which is 2 shakes, 2-3 snacks, and 1 meal a day. You're doing that. Then at night you're drinking your detox tea, and then at the end of you're sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night. Why do you need it? So if you're not sleeping a lot, that could be another reason why you're plateaued. You have to sleep at night. You cannot not sleep. You have to sleep. What happens is, if you don't sleep like on some type of different rhythm, or find like what they call nap gapping, or whatever you do based on your career, if you do not get any sleep, then your efforts are kind of null and void, because sleep is when you renew your body's cells and DNA. Like, I mean, not DNA, but that's when cellular renewal happens, y'all. It happens when you sleep in REM. So if you never get your body to REM sleep because you're not getting enough sleep at night, then your body can struggle a lot with weight loss. If you're someone who struggled with insomnia your whole life, here could be one of your potential problems with your weight, because you have to get enough sleep for the body to get to the area to renew itself. Okay. So the primary focus is the 3-2-1 meal plan. You're following that meal plan. You're fueling the body throughout the day. You're drinking your water, but the meals are based on the actual nutritional value that it says the adult body needs, right? So say, for example, if you're someone that doesn't eat a lot, so instead of you trying to eat all of that in one day, your primary goal is going to be make sure you're getting your protein, your fluids in. Right? So you're going to be someone who isn't going to focus on how many carbs you can eat. Your focus is really primarily going to be on small micro meals that are protein fueled. So small micro meals that are protein fueled. So the primary goal is to fuel your body with protein when you're most active. Remember, go back to the active metabolic rate, because you're getting enough sleep at night. It all goes together. And this is how you get sustainability. You're resting better. You have more energy. Now, when you get off from work, you have more energy and you're more likely to want to go for a walk. You're more likely to want to go to the gym. You're more likely to want to get up and cook that dinner. You're more likely, when you have more energy, you're more likely to want to do more of those health and wellness things. That's why it's a lifestyle. Are we following each other? We're all on the same page. Okay. So because the body takes some time to get used to the habits, that's why you do it for a certain amount of time. That's why it's important that we sustain. When you start something, keep going. No matter how many times you got to start over, keep going. I don't care if you start over a million times. Just start over enough until you get stuck. That's my motto. Start over enough until you get stuck. Okay? Start over enough until you get stuck, meaning until you get stuck on making sure you're going to do what you need to do to continue to achieve and sustain your goals. Okay? Any questions? Any questions so far? And the orange card connected is going to have your I fast usually in the morning. Is it not? Oh, Summer, I fast in the morning. That's what I was saying. But remember, fasting without a purpose is actually starvation without a prayer. So what do you do? What are you putting in your body to give your metabolism a reason to work? Are you going to use a herb? Are you going to, what are you doing to help that metabolism go? So you want to nutritionally do your fasting. So let's say you can do how are you helping your body sustain ketosis once you're up and active? Like, are you going to do a little cayenne pepper and cinnamon? Are you going to, there's like so many little home things you can do. So you can make sure that when you're up and you're already naturally in that apogee stage that you can sustain it. You can do like a shot of cinnamon and cayenne. Those things are energy based. All natural. Okay. So those are things you can do natural to help aid. Okay. So we're answering questions. Any other questions? Any other questions about the product, about the process, about intermittent fasting, about most people know all the stuff about water. I don't really talk about those basic things because I do drink. Okay, that tea's okay. That tea's okay. That tea's okay. Are you doing water as well? Okay, Sissy, I love you. Okay, and that's for the sweatshirts, you guys. That you know that they're still $25.20. When the 5-week transformation is on sale, we always keep the merch to match it on sale, so that you can able to get your merch and your product in one. Other than that, I don't think I have. I think I've done everything for today's topic, which was what's 2 or 3 quick and easy things you can add into your journey or process that can aid you in getting, no, not regularly, but I should. Okay, Summer, you got to get on that. Okay. So remember, it's just some of these little things that we can do that can get us going, Summer. So it's little things we can do. Now, do you have any form? Okay, so do you intermittent fast with the goal? Do you break it with the workout? Do you break it with the meal? Do you break it with protein? Because it's not intermittent fasting. It's good if you have a goal. You got to have a goal of why you're fasting. Are you working out while you're fasting in the middle of while you're in apogee, so your workout is more effective? Because that would be beneficial if you could get a 30-minute workout while you're fasting in the morning, while you don't have anything in there in your stomach, and then your body will actually break down on the visceral fat versus the food. You work out in the morning. Okay, I think you said yeah. I'm pretty sure you're saying yeah. Okay, then perfect. Okay, and you are seeing results from both. Okay, excellent. Then all you need to do is be on that water. Don't forget, if you need to, just set your Apple Watch or your cell phone to remind you. Say, Siri, can you set a reminder that says, Summer, drink your water? You've been on a break. Okay, well, break is over. Let's get back to it. And if you need some support, I got you. Back to break's over. Everybody, the break's over. The break is over. We don't go on vacation from health. Health is not like a job. Health is not like school. Health is not like your kids even. Health is you are always focused on making yourself feel better. You are always focused on making sure you feel your greatest. You are always focused on making sure you look your best. Your health is always on. Your health is never off. Understand what I just said, you guys. Your health and wellness is always on. It is not something that you are on your way to. It's not a destination. It's a permanency. It's like your name, your social security, and your birthday. They're never going to change. Neither is the goal to the pursuit of you being a better version of yourself when it comes to health. You can stop going to school if you want to. You can quit your job and get another one. You can put the kids out the house and stop raising them. But you cannot ever, if you want to sustain health and wellness and live until you are old as dirt, your health has to always be considered. And that is the one thing that I can tell you that is held true, is that no matter what, I'm putting my health first. because I understand that the minute I fall down too low on the pole of my health and wellness, I am in a hurt of trouble. I not only begin to make bad decisions by my body and the way I eat, but I can begin to make bad life decisions, okay? Yes, what I'm saying? I begin to make bad life decisions. And so if I don't want to end up out in these streets, then I have to stay and check with myself on a regular basis. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Welcome in, Shatara. I don't know why the TikTok shop done said that I wasn't talking. I'm literally talking about the components of my program, and they done told me I wasn't talking about the components of my program. I don't know what to say about that TikTok. I will try to appeal it, but I'm literally talking about what comes in my program, so I don't know what to say. But anyways, but thank you guys so much on TikTok Shop for joining me. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you for all the loves and all the live TikTok Shop, and thank you for all the purchases. I did see some purchases come through of the 5-week transformation program, and I can't wait to get connected with you and start working with you. So I'm excited. I love what I do. Sometimes it's a lot of work, though. It's just so many treatment plans and stuff, but that's why I have help, because it wouldn't be possible for me to do it all by myself. So thank you for the roses, unapologetically. So that's why I have help. I have people that help me, that guide me. I have people that I call that coach me and tell me when I need to do better, when I need to work harder or whatever. And so it's set up like that so that you're in, Summer. Yay! Come on, Summer. So I'm glad that I have people that hold me accountable. They'll say, okay, coach, well, you need to really add this component, or okay, you need to stop doing this. Sometimes I over baby my babies. Sometimes it's too much. So sometimes I have to back up and say, okay, I have to step back a little bit and give y'all some room to breathe, because remember, I do this full time. So I'm constantly researching, looking into things that can help you guys reach your goals more naturally. What can we do? What are things that we can use that are already in our home that we may have already purchased? What are programs we may be already a part of that we may be able to utilize to help us with meal prepping or meal planning and things like that? And so I try to look at all those things. I believe that sometimes we have the resources to get healthy and stay that way right in front of us, and we just don't know how to get to them. And we just need someone to look at our situation from the outside in and help us kind of guide that pathway. And I do that for a lot of I think in both of the lives right now. And I believe I have someone in each one of these lives that are actually in my program. I think in the TikTok shop, grandmother is actually works with us. She's in our program. I love her to death. She brings such a great spirit and energy. Y'all have no idea, but you missing out. And then let me see, in this live, I think I saw Mona and 2 other ladies. I think I saw Pretty. But I'm not sure. Hi, Spencer. How are you? I think I saw Pretty. Yeah, I saw grandmother. Hi, Misty. Hi, Gary. Hi, Fonzo. I thought I saw Pretty, and I know I saw Mona. I'm not sure if I saw. Hi, Cher. I'm not sure if I saw Pretty, though, which, like I said, those ladies are already members of the IRISE tribe. So if you want to ask them their opinion, they'll tell you their honest opinion. They won't tell you what I tell them to say, because I don't tell them to say anything. I like the ladies to tell you what they feel. Some of them will tell you it's really, really hard. It's a lot of work. And some of them will tell you, oh, I love the program. They hold you accountable. So it's just the person's personal experience, and they get to tell you how their personal experience, So if you're in the live and you're wondering what it's like, the girls can tell you. You just say, hey, tell me what you think. And they'll bum rush you with them comments, because they will let you know this part is hard. This coach is this. They'll tell you right away. Hi, Tavia. How are you? Hi, Tashana. They'll tell you really quick. So, and just so because it's their opinion and they're letting you know their experience, because everybody's, when they come in, they're different. Everybody starts at a different point, It is a very hard program, but the ladies are there to help you. See, I'm telling you, it's some work, because you really have to deal with the way you think, especially because all of us in my program are older. So we've kind of been molded to think ways. Sometimes we'll have conversations about stuff our parents said to us. And it doesn't matter what state we're from, how we grew up. Our parents said the same thing. And we look at it like, what, that affected us. that left like a little something inside of us from growing up. And we end up discussing that and how it's played a role in our lives today. Hey, Sonia, and how it's played a role in our lives today. We look at how things like, you better eat everything on your plate and don't be wasting my money. How that statement right there has led to many of us fully eating everything on our plates, even past the point of fullness, for fear of getting in trouble, even though we won't get in trouble no more. But behavior is still there. Tap the like button if you can relate to what I just said. But I'm glad I finally took that step, and I have been following her for about a year. Yes, grandmother, you have been following me for a year, and you finally joined us, and I'm so glad you came, because I was waiting for you. We had talked about it, and boom, now we outside, and she's doing great, guys. She shows up every day. You work your program on your path. What happens is you end up getting this big support of a community that supports you at all different situations, areas. They guide you on. They don't let you fall down. And then you have me in your head. And it sounds just like this all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, did you eat? What you eat then? What was it? That's what I sound like when I check in with them. What you eat then? What was it? Especially when they do me like this. I said, clearly it wasn't something that fueled your body that you can't remember. What you have? Wait a minute, coach, give me a minute. I'll be like, see, that's what I'm talking about. Because one of the other things that you want to do on a wellness journey is you want to become engaged with your meals so that they are memorable. You want to sit down at the table or wherever you are. You want to sit down, cut the food up to small bites, chew it 20 times, and actually engage in eating a meal. Many of us are eating, but we're not engaged in eating the meal, okay? And I got you. So click the link in the bio. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm here. I'm doing it. Our first day back to class is 6/7. You got 2 days to get your life right. The sale ends on 6/7. So for $25.20, I would run, don't walk, and grab your space. I've had a few signups, so we're down to $175. Run, don't walk, and grab your space. $25.20 for 5 months of intensive outpatient weight loss therapy coaching. Okay, this is a deal you cannot beat. You will also be getting a $25 set of IRISE wellness bands. Our IRISE Athleisure Wear fitness bands will be included. They will be shipped to you in the mail. We'll ask you for your shipping address. You'll receive our 5-week transformation program in digital format. How often do you check with people? Oh, we meet every day, Summer. You're not in the live where they're talking. So in my other live on TikTok, where my TikTok shop is, Summer, one of my clients is explaining how it works. So I check on you myself. You also get daily texting from my team, but we actually meet 4 days a week, Tuesday through Friday. I actually have it set up where you join in a Zoom link and you're able to have contact with me, my program, and my team on a daily basis. We communicate via text message, virtually, through video, phone calls, etc. Your monthly appointments will be on Zoom. You also are responsible to attend a monthly one-on-one with myself. Yeah. So unfortunately, you are stuck with me daily. So if you're not somebody who's going to be comfortable with checking in daily, then you're not really ready for therapeutic. That's why it's therapeutic intensive outpatient weight loss coaching. Listen to the word so you don't buy something you don't want. No matter how good the deal sounds. I know $25 for therapy is a deal of a lifetime. Yes, the degree is right here. Let me take it down just in case. I'll never take it down, but just in case you're wondering, she's legit as legit. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it, okay? But she's got a couple of those hanging right behind you on the wall. It's not just one, it's multiples. There's multiples back there, multiples. Anywho, that's the difference. This is a therapeutic weight loss based program. It is not a meal plan or dieting group. This is not a before and after. Let me see how much you weighed before so you can compare it to somebody else. We don't do any of that. It is not allowed. We do not post any before or after pictures in any of my platforms. You are not allowed to share your before weight or your after weight unless you are get it approved by my team, because that is a trigger for many women. This is not a dieting program. We will not be cutting calories. We don't bring in outside stuff. We focus only on ourselves and we mind our own business. If you are someone who likes drama, chaos, gossip, or likes to be in the middle of attention, you are not right for me. Is there anything else? Hi, Stacy. Hi, Avina. Hi, Kiji. Hi, Turo. Margetta is how you say it. Hi, Tamara. Okay? Because we don't have none of that. All the ladies are older, so they don't play none of that. I have two ladies in my program that are 30, and that's it. Everyone else is over the age of 40. They grown. They real grown. Grown. I'm talking about grown. These women got grandkids. They're retired from the military and work for the government type women. Okay. They don't got time for craziness and chaos. No, ma'am, it is not $25 monthly. That is the deal. It is $25 one time for the next 5 months. I'm going to coach you every day for $25 one time. That's nope. That is not what this is. You're actually getting my 5-week transformation program that's normally $599 on sale for $25.20 because of the new year. It's our every year at New Year's, I do something really cool to help women be able to get started with me because my program is typically a program that you do invest in because it is a long-term program. The women that work with me, I don't think Mona's here, but the women that work with me typically actually have been with me anywhere somewhere from 1 week to 3 years. Remember, intensive outpatient therapeutic weight loss program. You hear it? Hear it, listen. So what that means, love is you're actually committing. You're going to sign some NDAs, some emergency contact documentation, because my licensing and my retired licensing and the certifications that I have do allow me the opportunity to coordinate with your doctors, your therapists, your PCP, because of the format of my program is set up. It is set up on actual founding therapeutic techniques that are taught and used in behavioral health facilities all over the country. I do provide you that in this program. The deal that you're receiving, okay, is something that I do every year. Normally, you would pay $3,400 to work with me for a whole year. You would be working with me for a whole year. But what we're doing is for $25.20, which, as you know, that's 2025 backwards. We would like to offer you admission. We only open that slot to 200 women for a reason. So that it doesn't become too overwhelming for me, because I do meet with my ladies one-on-one. Okay. And so today, if you're hearing the sound of my voice and you're working on weight loss and wellness, please feel free to click that orange card and take a look at the products that we offer, or go to click the link in my bio and let's go. I'm excited to have you, Summer. I'm waiting to see your sign up come in, Summer, so we can welcome you. But that's pretty much the setup of what we do. This is my office. We do work out together 3 days a week. You are going to have an in-class workout. So come prepared, dressed, and ready to go. Just for anyone who's about to click that link and sign up, you do need to grab a vibration plate if you don't have one, but it's not mandatory. It's just the best way for us to help you begin to build your strength, stamina, and balance. If you have knee, ankle, or back issues before we cause any form of injury. It also makes the detox tea more impactful and effective. Remember, when I came live, I started off by saying, you guys, I've been doing my new Vibro Boost program with the detox tea and the vibration plate, wearing the band, and look what it's done for me. Remember that? So that all the things you need to get those same results that I just showed you on my actual body, you're getting for $25.20. Okay. You're going to grab your vibration plate. On TikTok, I saw someone yesterday, the lady that I follow that sells the plates, she currently has a special where it's only $46 for the plate that holds you. That's 450 pounds. So if you know me, it doesn't matter if I have a recommended plate or a recommended link. I'm going to send you to where you can save the coins. Okay. So baby mama is saving coins. So you're going to find her on the ticket of the docker, and you're going to get the hot wave vibration plate for $46.97. Okay, you're gonna click the link for $25.20, and you're gonna get your bands and 5 weeks of meal plans, recipes, grocery list, 5 weeks of workouts, 5 weeks of meditation, one-on-one coaching, and daily group coaching for the next 5 months. Okay, that's how we doing it for right now. Happy New Year, and welcome to Team IRISE, because that's what I do, boo. Okay, any questions? Any questions before we log out? Because the TikTok shop is trying to tell me I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm literally talking to y'all about the product. See, this is why I didn't want to get a TikTok shop, y'all. Because I don't want to be held captive by what I can discuss. You got your vibration plate? Okay, on Tuesday, Mother, we're actually going to be doing the first Vibro Boost workout on it. I think you may have asked, okay, the Vibro Boost workout that we're going to be doing with the bands is going to be in the new upgraded 5-week program. You're going to have access to it in the morning at 8 a.m. Y'all get an email that says log in and check out the new portal, blah, 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 all those good things. When you see that email, it means that the 5-week digital program now has the workout for the band added to it. Remember, I told you I was going to do that. It has the band descriptions laid out in the back of it. If you remember me mentioning that, okay? So that's going to give you some actual things you're going to do on that plate, sitting down and standing up. It gives you both. It gives you the option to do it on the plate sitting and the option to do it on the plate standing. So that way, until you build your strength up to stand on it, you do everything sitting down according to the description that I wrote up, okay? I actually described it out for you, okay? And that's going to be attached in the back of that. So at the end of the program, it's going to have 5 weeks of your meal plan digitally, and then it's going to give you weeks of workouts for your in the morning. You're going to get an email that tells you the launch date. And then the second part of it's going to say feel better, and it's going to have workouts rolled out for you, some that you can do at home, some you can do at your desk, and some that you can do at the bands. And then under that, it's going to give you a demo of your meditation, your weight loss meditation, and it's all digital, so you don't have to. So if you already logged in your portal, but you need to go back and get your workout in the middle of the day, now it's going to be at the back of that 5-week meal plan, so you don't have to log back in. Easy access. And then the eat out pocket guide, I attached it at the end of that plan so you could take a screenshot of it and save it to your phone. So you don't have to worry about taking the paper. Remember, we talked about the size of it. I wanted to make it a little more accessible. So now we just have it where you're going to take at the back of the digital copy, you're going to screenshot that, and now you can make it the screensaver when you need it. I know you're going to need help. We got you. Don't even worry about it. And done. That's why I was doing the email first, because I figured just putting it in the chat ain't going to be good enough. So we're going to just do the email to be easier so you all can get it both ways. I'm going to go in the chat and then do the email. I'm answering questions on all platforms, so feel free to ask them. Come get blessed. How are you? Yes, grandmother. I know you're going to need help. That's all right. I got you. You know we got you. Well, on Tuesday, since I'm going to walk you guys all through it, how to get back in the new portal and the setup and everything, since I'm going to walk y'all all through it before we go live for Cook with Coach, you'll have access then, and then at the end, we could do the same thing, okay? To make sure you get access. Thank you so much, Honeybee, for the gift. How are you, beautiful? Any questions, you guys? Honeybee, how are you? I followed you back, Mama. Any other questions? Any other questions? Okay. Well, please feel free. If you want to, you can message me. If you don't, you don't have to. And if not, I'll see you right back here. But in the morning, remember, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, not Friday. Hold on. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Remember, we meet in the morning. Saturday and Sunday, we meet in the afternoon, evening. Remember? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey, Alyssa. Okay, say it again with me. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Thursday, Friday, we meet in the morning. Remember, between 7 and 9 Arizona time. So it's going to be between 9 and 11 your time. Okay? Hi, Mississippi. And then on Saturdays and Sundays, remember, it's always going to be in the late afternoon, early evening, so we can catch the ladies that are off on the weekends, so they can have a chance to do our daily readings. If you just tuned in and you just follow me, my name is Coach Kenya. I used to weigh 579 pounds natural, 579 pounds, 592 pounds, and I lost 479 pounds naturally. And I like to try to show you those same things. Like, for example, me and some of my girls are going to be doing thank you so much, Honey Babe. We're going to be going into a 11-day shred. It's a very strenuous program. I don't like doing it. So anytime I have to do it with one of my clients, or because we're working toward a goal, I'd be so like, oh God, you better hurry up and make these 11 days go fast in the name of butter and crackers, because this shred is serious. It's a similar shred that like athletes and stuff do. And when I tell you it is hard, that's why I don't like doing stuff like this. But I understand that there are times when my clients need to really reset their body in order to get going. So because I understand that, I work with my ladies to help them break those plateaus. And one of the things that I done back in the days was this thing called 11-day shred. Now, my sister does it all the time, but see, I'm not a gangster like that. You know what I'm saying? I like food. So there's only certain types of restrictions I'm going to let you put on me. But I done convinced 2 of my girls to roll with me down the road of protein pacing and intermittent fasting for 11 days. We gonna make it happen. Listen, I have to keep myself. Yvette, welcome in. And listen, and of course, my sister who I'll be right back. Okay, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm making some bone broth because we want part of the 11-day shred actually includes bone broth. So I'm making some bone broth. Can I post my sweatshirt, please? On this one, let me see if it lets me do that. Let's see. Okay, hold on, guys. Let's see if it'll let me do that. I can post the website. I don't know how to post the link on my regular TikTok. Even though it says business down at the bottom, it only lets me post my series. Does anybody know how to do that? Okay, I'll post the website. Okay, here's the website, you guys. If you're on my TikTok shop, you're going to hit the orange cart and you're going to be able to grab that sweatshirt for $25.20 today. And if you are looking for that coaching program that I mentioned, you're going to click on the link. And they told me to do this. So you have to spell out the .com because you're not allowed to post that, okay? In this one. You're just going to follow the rules since they already tried to flag me, y'all. Can y'all believe it? They already said, Coach Mona, they said Coach wasn't talking about the product. But I am talking about the product, y'all. Y'all hear me talking about, you see, I've been on this app for 4 years and I ain't never been bullied to talk about. Y'all know some days when I come on here, I want to be talking about what I want to talk about. I might want to talk about the fact that I don't know the words to no songs and I be sitting around here singing sexually inappropriate songs and ain't none of y'all told me that the song was inappropriate as many as times as I played them for y'all. That's what I be wanting to talk about. Stuff like why y'all be having me out in these streets playing work. Y'all got me singing Fade by Kanye West and that man is talking about the Oochie Coochie. I got the babies listening to the Oochie Coochie music. See, I had to repent all weekend because y'all didn't tell me this music be nasty I be listening to. That's what I want to talk about, but let me talk about this program before they block me again on TikTok, y'all. They literally keep giving me a warning. Like, I thought you're supposed to be able to come on your platform and you know, I'm not being inappropriate, but these people telling me I got to just sit here and talk about the same thing all the time. No, because it's not just the weight loss. There's so many other things that play in a role in weight loss and wellness. So we should be able to talk about all the things that you need to do in order to sustain it. You don't just work out. That's not the only thing you need to do. Do you know if you have chronic pain in your knees and back, the last thing that's on your mind is jumping jacks and running anywhere to somebody's squat? So you have to actually have the person build up the tissue and tendons and strengthen that area first. Many of our muscles and stuff are weak and fatigued from not using them, from being full of toxins, or from us being overweight for a prolonged amount of time. It's like they're expecting you to go from laying flat on your back to just being able to walk out the womb. No, it doesn't work like that. Even a baby falls down at least 1,000,000 times before they fully walk. Like, come on, make it make sense. So if you tell me I can't talk about nothing else, that's why I'm gonna cut you off again. It's the second time I done cut you on. I'm gonna cut you off again if you give me one more warning. I ain't even worried about it because the people that are for me are for me. Please know that. These people done gave me 4 warnings. Y'all, they over here giving me the blue. They giving me the business. They just gave me another one. I guess I ain't learning that much. Mona, I ain't learning. Okay, let me stop. I do want to say something else, but I'm not. Okay, any other questions, you guys? Let me stay focused because I want the people to warn me no more. Stay focused. So there's the sweatshirt right behind me. And if you're here for the 5-week transformation, it's right here in front of you. Look, let me follow the rules so I don't get kicked off, y'all. Look, I don't want to get kicked off because I be on here doing the right thing now. I don't come on here with no chaos or drama now, so we don't want to really evict us, y'all. So we better quit playing, okay? Because I can't fight. I'm not really a gangster, okay? Anybody in my life would tell you I cannot actually fight. You'll probably make me cry before you make me laugh, and yeah. So you ain't even got to worry about it. I ain't no gangster, baby. I'm not a gangster too. Don't worry about it. They don't. Okay, hold on. Let me pin it. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me pin my life. Let me get it. Bam, pin. Okay. Let me pin another one. All right, I just pinned it. Okay, so I just pinned a sweatshirt. I'll grab it so you can see it up close. So the sweatshirt you keep hearing them ask about in the live is this. This sweatshirt has crystals on it, rhinestone crystals. Well, crystals is not actually a little bit different than. What time do you meet? We meet at. So where are you? Tell me what city you're in, Summer, and I'll tell you what time your first class is. So this is a rhinestone bling string here. And then finally, the bling is finally giving it to you. Okay, here's the bling. Bam. It's going to blind you. Okay. So this is going to Baltimore. So you're going to be one at what time is it where you are, baby? I'll tell you what time it is for me. It's 4:30. Is it 5:30 or 6:30 right now where you are? Okay, it comes up to a 3XL. What I'm holding in front of you is a size large. So if you see this large is kind of big. The 3XL, these are unisex, so they do run big. Summer, you're 2 hours ahead of me, so I will see you on the 7th. On this Tuesday at 6:30, when we get done, you're gonna get a bunch of emails and links from my team. It's telling you how to come to class, okay? But it's your first class is this Tuesday, the 7th at 6:30 your time. It'll be 4:30 my time. You'll be coming to meditation. And since it's a new year, it'll be meditation like in an orientation setup, and then we'll talk about what we'll be cooking for the next 4 weeks. And then this is our sweatshirt that well, most of the girls, I don't know if they have this one yet, but most of the girls do have this one. So this is our sweatshirt that we had in the fall. We did the bling string and metallic IRISE in red. This one too is also 2520. Yes, straight meat, Yvette. You heard me. Straight meat, Yvette. Yes. Straight meat, Yvette. Straight meat. Okay. And then the newest one that we just launched, we did mark that down for the 2520 sale. We have quite a few items on the 2520 sale. So this is the sweatshirt with the bling IRISE. I realize I'm strong enough. And then it does have the bling string in it. It is a fleece line hoodie, so it is a little bit thicker and a little warmer. It does run big, so if you're someone who likes your things to fit, thank you for the gifts. You might want to get it a little smaller because it does run big. It does run with a lot of room around this area because I like to accommodate for my ladies with the wider stomach and wider hips so they can go down over the back of their back. So that's why we go with unisex instead of women's sweatshirts, okay? So that they can work with the curves that we typically have on a fuller body. You are going to be getting that precocious bling. So if you are a bling kind of girl, as you can see, it's already trying to pop off for you. Thank you guys so much for the gifts and thank you for the love. And I do have the, let me go ahead and pin that sweatshirt for you right now. All right, we just pinned the sweatshirt right now. Go ahead and grab that sweatshirt up. And if you wonder where you can grab it for only $25 right now, just click the link in my bio or click the orange card on the TikTok shop and you can grab yours. I have up to a 3XL. We had 6. Now we only have 5 in the 3XL left. I just saw another order come in. Thank you so much for your order, Queen. If you click the link in my bio, you will also notice that when you keep searching, you will see that you can also now get our custom denim jackets for $25.20. So if you have been waiting for an opportunity to get you a black up to a 3XL, the metallic distressed bling jacket, it has the hand bling, like I distressed it by hand. We bling it by hand. We place the logo on it by hand. We shred the jacket up. We wash it and distress it. And then it is currently on clearance for $25.20 as well as part of the New Year sale. These two are also the precocious crystals. And yesterday, I believe, in one of the lives, one of the ladies that purchased this jacket said she wore it on New Year's and she got so many compliments. The unique thing about that black jacket is that no jacket is made the same. No, this is our only jacket. Only black left. This jacket too is marked down. It's the only red jacket left in the building in a medium, guys. She is $25.20. She's the only one left. She's a medium. Sorry, I only make a limit amount. I only make 30 of everything. One day I'm going to change that, but for right now, I like the fact that 30 people in 30 places are the only 30 ones that gonna be having 30 of these. Hey, I call that limited edition. I call that one of a kind. You see what I'm saying? Now I know we gonna grow and it ain't gonna be no more limited editions like that, dang. But right now, can we just dwell in the glory of having limited editions, please? Like, yeah. Okay, so be sure you grab up your jacket, your sweatshirt, or your jacket, your sweatshirt, or join our program today. And this is what I look like, just in case you're wondering. Yes, this is me. Yes, this is me. I have no shame. This is all no girdle on. I don't have they said a nut sack in between your legs. I don't have all the flapping. I don't have all that. That's because I did not lose my weight through starvation. Okay. We nutritionally fuel the body, and as a result, we were able to lose a lot of weight by fueling the body and working on my mindset. Okay. So we don't got all that going on. You know what I'm saying? And we mobile, we flexible, we don't got all that. Because see, the thing about it is, when you lose weight from starving the body, your bones become brittle and they hurt, right? Sometimes things that are uncomfortable has been restricted reasons. What? Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't know what it's talking about now. So I know a lot of times that when you lose weight, you have a lot of the extra skin, and it makes it hard for you. But the thing is, when you're losing weight, you got to do stuff with your skin. Don't wait till you already lost the weight and then try to trick the skin. If you're losing weight a lot fast, you got to be lotioning it, rubbing it, and lotioning it. You got to get the collagen-based lotion. You have to do those things to the skin to try to help them with the rejuvenity. Don't wait until you done lost all the weight and then say, I got to get my skin tightened. No, you got to start out the gate, doing stuff with your arms, doing stuff with this. Even though you're going to have some skin, yes, you're not going to be able to get it all away. No, but you will be able to do something with it if you try. So you don't want to wait till you try, I'm going to wait till I lose all my weight to focus on my arms. No, go ahead and start lotioning them babies up and rubbing them on that skin and working on that skin therapy, using the lotions, using the rolling pin to help with rejuvenation. Go get the dehydration wraps, do all of those things for your skin while you're on the journey. Don't wait until the end, because then it's already, so do it now, and then make sure you're doing things, no matter how fast it's falling off, making sure you're doing things to build muscle. That's how you have less sag when you focus on building more muscle. The unfortunate part of doing it through the formation of starvation is it's hard to maintain the muscle mass in the body when you starve your body to death to eat. When you starve your body, you're losing about 30% of the muscle viscosity instead of weight. So a lot of us think when we're losing fast weight real fast, because it's making the scale is moving, we're excited. But there's no way to account for the 30 to 45% mass of muscle that you're losing when you lose weight in some of the ways that many of us have chosen to do it. So it's important that if you're going to take those methods, then you have to be willing to do the extra work to counteract the side effects of what's happened when you choose that method. It's not that you can't use that method. It's that you can't be unrealistic, that you won't have the effects of that method. So what you do is you be aware, you be alarmed, you be knowledgeable, get knowledgeable and do what you need to do so that doesn't become your story. It only can become your story if you act as if it can't be your story. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, that's not going to happen to me. But it can happen to all of us. So because it can happen to all of us, we make sure we do what is necessary to make sure we don't become the statistic. Right? We don't get to the very end and say, oh my God, why didn't I listen? We listen now. We listen and we don't judge. TikTok, keep judging my life. We listen and we don't judge. Okay? And so we allow ourselves an opportunity to actually heal while we're using, like for example, if I'm post surgery and I'm losing weight. Oh, all right. I'm losing weight. All right. I need to make sure I'm intentional about the protein. I can't be intentional about the program and not be following my program and then be mad if my weight plateau. That's on me. And then I want to cry and complain to the world about how I'm not losing no more weight. Well, baby, what are you over there doing? Right? Because at the end of the day, the only person that's really responsible for what's going on within me and for me is me. So I can blame it on every external factor that I choose. But at the end of the day, I am the only one that is responsible for what goes in and does not go in my mouth. There is no medication and there is no disorder that controls the fingers in my hands and how much food I do or do not do or don't pick up. That's an all of me thing. Because it's all of me thing, at some point I had to look at me. This is the process of looking at me. Okay. Hi, Holly. Hi, Miss Nisi. This is the process of looking at me. We together? We good? All right, so we're good. Thank you so much for the gift, user 2905. I saw you gift me, and I want to say thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hi, Caron. How are you? Hi, Cassandra. How are you? Thank you, grandmother, for the likes. Thank you, Holly. Welcome in, Crystal. Good evening, beautiful. How are you today? You're beautiful. Hi, Ro. How are you? Any other questions before I go? Bye, girls. See you tomorrow see you on Tuesday in class. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow for tomorrow's reading in the morning. All right, Instagram, YouTube, and my personal Facebook page. I would like to say good night to you. Have a beautiful night. I pray that all is well as you finish up the evening of the first Sunday of the year. And may today be a beyond blessings and more tomorrow. Have an absolutely phenomenal evening. And from my home to yours, don't forget to realize how strong you are to win. Well, bye.